Hello, today we'll be discussing EI or EQ, otherwise known as emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, by definition, is the capability of individuals to recognize their own emotions and those of others, discern between different feelings and label them appropriately, use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior, and manage and/or adjust emotions to adapt to environments or achieve one's goal. I know this is a long-winded Oxford definition, but it actually is a very accurate definition to emotional intelligence. Now, what helps with this introduction is to break apart the definitions into four separate parts and label them according to the support it has to emotional intelligence. So let's revisit the Oxford definition once more, but this time breaking the definition into four parts and labeling them with one of the four emotional intelligence factors. So the first part of the definition is the capability of individuals to recognize their own emotions and those of others. We can label that as self-awareness. The second part is to discern between different feelings and label them appropriately. We can label that as self-management. The third is use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior. That would be labeled under social awareness. And the fourth part of the definition is manage and/or adjust emotions to adapt to environments or achieve one's goal. And that would be relationship management. Scholars often introduce emotional intelligence in a model that incorporates four pillars or columns that support the overall theory of emotional intelligence, where each pillar represents one of the four key terms we will be discussing today. The next sections will dive further into the four pillars: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management, individually to gain better understanding to emotional intelligence. The first factor, self-awareness. The key term that makes the pillar to self-awareness are emotional self-awareness, the ability to read and understand your emotions as well as recognize their impact; accurate self-assessment, a realistic evaluation of your strengths and limitations; and self-confidence, a strong and positive sense of self-worth. The second pillar or factor of emotional intelligence is self-management. Attributing terms would be self-control, the ability to keep disruptive emotions and impulses under control; trustworthiness, a consistent display of honesty and integrity; adaptability, the skill to adjust to changing situations and overcoming obstacles; achievement orientation, the drive to meet and exceed internal standards of excellence. The third pillar, social awareness, incorporates terms like empathy, the skill at sensing other people's emotions, understanding their perspective, and taking an active interest in their concerns; rapport, maintaining a close, harmonious relationship with understanding of others' feelings and ideas; tolerance, the capability to endure continued subjection to negative environmental conditions without adverse reaction; and ethics, moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conducting of an activity. The fourth pillar, relationship management, that would include communication, the skill at listening and sending a clear, convincing, and well-tuned message; change catalysts, proficiency in initiating new ideas and leading people in a new direction; and building bonds, proficiency at cultivating positive emotions in other people and working to prevent causing them to experience negative emotions. Emotional intelligence is a very broad model that incorporates psychological and sociological terms and perspectives. I encourage you to discover more about emotional intelligence on your own to gain a better perspective outside the content chosen to support this particular customer service management course.